Hello everyone, welcome to our latest update program. In today's session, let us analyze India's decision of reopening its embassy in Kabul. So let us see what's happening here. We know that Taliban's acting foreign minister, Mr. Amir Muttaqi, was on a visit to India, and days after his visit, the government of India announced upgrading the technical mission in Kabul to the status of the Embassy of India in Afghanistan. In fact, if we look at the official statement that has been released by the government of India, it says, in keeping with the decision announced during the recent visit of the Afghan foreign minister to India, the government is restoring the status of the technical mission in Kabul to that of Embassy of India in Afghanistan with immediate effect. This means that the technical mission in Kabul has already been upgraded to the status of an Embassy of India in Afghanistan. In fact, the chargé affairs has already been appointed. He's the same person who has been heading this technical mission in Kabul for the past 18 months, and he will continue to do so till the time a formal ambassador is deployed at the embassy. So this is what's happening in Kabul at the moment. Now let's understand what is the difference between a technical mission and an embassy. So a technical mission basically just helps us in providing a very limited formal diplomatic engagement. A very limited diplomatic engagement. Which means that we are only going to provide humanitarian aid, developmental assistance to the other country. We are not formally recognizing the other country. There is no formal diplomatic presence or a full-fledged diplomatic presence that we have in the other country. In fact, we used to have an embassy in Kabul before 2022 because in August 2021, Taliban took over the Afghanistan government. That is when India closed its embassy in Kabul. And since 2022, we are maintaining a technical mission in Afghanistan where we are only helping them with the humanitarian aid and developmental assistance. Versus in an embassy, it's a full diplomatic engagement. It's a full political engagement, full economic engagement. We provide consular activities like visas and passports. So all these activities are provided by an embassy. So now we have upgraded the technical mission to a embassy, to the status of an embassy of India, which means that we have now properly upgraded. We are now properly going back to the times when we used to have full diplomatic engagements with Afghanistan. But please note that India has not formally recognized Taliban. We do not recognize the Taliban government. Then what is this? This move has some other implications. This move is towards making a more pragmatic and a more balanced approach with Afghanistan so that we can expand our ties. We can basically focus on doing a lot more other than just humanitarian and developmental assistance. And we also wish to indirectly counter Pakistan and China's influence in Afghanistan. Right now, we know that Pakistan and Taliban are at loggerheads because of TTP, which is Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. So here, Pakistan is basically accusing Afghanistan of supporting TTP, but Afghanistan is denying all these claims. So both the countries are at loggerheads. Right now, ceasefire has been achieved with the mediation of Qatar, but this move can also be seen as a way of countering Pakistan because our relations with Pakistan have also not been great, especially in 2025 after the Pahalgam terror attacks. And China also has been heavily investing in Afghanistan because Afghanistan is rich in natural resources and also in rare earth minerals, and so China is also increasing its presence there. So this move of upgrading the status of a technical mission to the Embassy of India can also be seen as an indirect way of countering the influence of Pakistan and China in Afghanistan. And of course, there is humanitarian aid and developmental assistance that we already provide to Afghanistan. We want to deepen that. Like, we have the Salma Dam in Afghanistan, in Herat. And this dam is also known as India-Afghanistan Friendship Dam. So we are significantly investing in Afghanistan. Then we also have the Zaranj Delaram highway. This highway is going to connect Afghanistan to Iran. And then we are already building the Chabar port in Iran, where because of that we can also be this can also help us with the export and import of with Afghanistan. So these things are already happening, which means that we are already heavily investing in Afghanistan, and this embassy status is further going to deepen those ties with Taliban, further going to deepen that kind of a bilateral relation that we have with Afghanistan. So this is what India wishes to achieve here. And the way forward for us would be that we keep on maintaining these ties with Afghanistan, though we have not formally recognized the Taliban government, and we should not rush in doing that also, keeping in mind all the other spheres as well. But for now, let's maintain the bilateral relations, deepen the ties in the form of the embassy that we are maintaining right now. And then this is also going to help us in indirectly countering the influence of Pakistan and China in the region. So this is a good move here, and we can focus on having more and more developmental projects with this upgraded ties that we are having with Afghanistan. So we can invest in more projects now and deepen our bilateral ties. So that was all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the discussion. Now let us practice a question for prelims. Consider the following statements regarding India's recent decision to reopen its embassy in Kabul. 1. India has upgraded its technical mission in Kabul to a full-fledged embassy, marking formal recognition of the Taliban government. 2. India's engagement focuses on humanitarian aid, development projects, and strategic diplomacy rather than official political recognition. 3. The move is seen as part of India's effort to counter Pakistan's influence in Afghanistan. Which of the above statements is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3. So please provide your answers in the comment section, and we will meet in a new video. Thank you for watching.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.